This morning, President Obama's hand-picked investigator visits the Phoenix Veterans Hospital. That's where at least 40 patients may have died because of delayed medical care.
In a CBS News poll out this morning, 33% of Americans blame the Veterans Affairs Department and Secretary Eric Shinseki for the scandal. 28% blame local VA hospitals. Major Garrett is at the White House, where the president is defending the VA secretary and promising to fix the VA's health system. Major, good morning.
Good morning. Most veterans groups and some Democrats on Capitol Hill were dissatisfied with President Obama's continued support for Veterans Affairs Secretary Eric Shinseki. Despite the president's visible anger, critics say the crisis within the VA healthcare system requires more focus and accountability. President Obama is sticking with the status quo, ignoring calls for firings or demotions within the Veterans Administration.
I know the people are angry and want swift reckoning. I sympathize with that. But we have to let the investigators do their job and get to the bottom of what happened. Once we know the facts, I assure you, if there is misconduct, it will be punished.
Mr. Obama said it is unclear just how bad things are.
If these allegations prove to be true, it is dishonorable, it is disgraceful, and I will not tolerate it, period.
Not enough for some Democrats.
There was no urgency. Mr. President, we need urgency. We need you to roll up our sleeves and get into these hospitals.
Scott and fellow Congressman John Barrow are the two Democrats so far who have called for Shinseki's resignation. 24 Republicans have said the Veterans Secretary must go.
I think it was a mistake for the president not to ask him to resign. I think that would have sent the clearest signal the White House can send that there's been not enough accountability thus far at that level in our bureaucracy.
The president initially said nothing about hundreds of thousands of dollars in bonuses paid to senior VA administrators accused of mismanagement or poor performance.
What about bonuses for those implicated in mismanagement, Mr. President?
We're going to find out.
Does that upset you?
Listen, if somebody's mismanaged or engaged in misconduct, not only do I not want them getting bonuses, I want them punished.
Hours after the president said that, the VA announced it was canceling one bonus worth nearly $9,000. It had been paid to Sharon Hellman, director of the Phoenix VA healthcare facility, where veterans may have died waiting for healthcare appointments. The president's deputy chief of staff, Rob Neighbors, who's conducting his own investigation into all this, arrives at that facility later this morning. Nora?
Great question, Major. Thank you.